Hey guys, it's Bendy Penguin 64. Welcome back to Ratchet Clank 2. In the last episode, we didn't really do much in terms of story because we were going for a bunch of platinum bolts and skill points. And in this episode, we are going to be continuing with the story, but hopefully getting a few skill points and platinum bolts on the side. But first and foremost, we do need to chat to Fizzwidget to decide what's happening to the experiment, because in its current state, yeah, it's not the friendliest face you'll ever see in this galaxy. But anyway, speaking of skill points and platinum bolts, there are a couple that we can get right off the bat that all have to do with this tour that's being put on. Because we got a robot Fizzwidget there taking some tour guides around, or no, sorry, he is the tour guide. He's taking some tourists around to take a look at the facility. And the couple of skill points that we can get, first of all, there's one for destroying all of these rockets, which is kind of easy to figure out because, like, you know, you'd think, oh, okay, there's a bunch of giant objects around here and they are actually destructible from what I can see here, so maybe there's a skill point involving those. So yeah, that one's easy to figure out. The other one's a bit trickier, and I never figured it out when I was a kid until I looked it up on the internet. But it turns out that the other skill point is for defeating all of the squirrels that are going to be causing problems for the tourists. Because if you can manage to get through a whole tour with all of the tourists not dying, or I don't know, my grammar's a bit poor today, because this is actually my first time recording in a little over a week. Actually, a little less than a week. I don't want to go crazy, but yeah, anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. Oh crap, hang on, I think I missed a squirrel. And if I missed him, then he might have eaten a tourist, meaning that I might have missed out on this skill point. Well, in the meantime, I guess I might as well go for the destroy all the rockets skill point. In which case, there's still a couple... Oh crap, oh, don't go over the side, Ratchet, that'll undo your progress, and that's no fun. That would have been bad. I wouldn't have enjoyed that at all. Oh, and if I recall, actually, all of these rockets have, like, different animations for when you destroy them. Like, that one just kind of flops like a fish. The one at the end falls over. And I believe one of them will actually shoot up into outer space, and it looks pretty cool. Although I think that's the third one. I don't remember what this one does. And actually, I'm wasting a lot of ammo here. Should be using the HK-22 gun, because it should do some more damage, and it should also save me some ammo. Wait a minute, hang on. No, not quick select. Let me just go into the weapons menu, because this will actually show me which weapons have got ammo. Okay, there we go. I completely forgot how much health these things actually had. Oh, that one goes off into space. Wait, so... Oh, it doesn't. It's a bait and switch. It looks like it's going into space, and it's actually not. That's pretty funny. That's subversive. I like that. It's clever. Anyway, what was I saying? Don't remember. Like, oh yeah, I completely forgot how much health the rockets actually had. Like, they're pretty resilient, actually. Like, I thought it would only take a few shots from the Blitz cannon, but no, apparently not. And I reckon that I did indeed miss that skill point for not letting any of the tourists die, so we're going to have to do that tourist second time. Although, to be fair, oh, there's one of the skill points, and yeah, this one does successfully go off into space, I believe. Look at it, it's awesome. Yeah, there it goes. Anyway, yeah, it might actually be a blessing in disguise that we have to do this tour again, because there will be a platinum bolt at the end if we actually stick with them until the Fizzwidget robot goes into his teleportation pad or whatever it is. And I forgot how many tourists there were here. There's like, what is that, a dozen? Okay, that's quite a few lives to protect. No wonder I had trouble with this skill point when I was a kid. And actually, you know what? Yeah, this tour is a bit monotonous. Although with that said, I remember that Robot Fizzwidget actually does say a few funny things during it, so it might be worth sticking around to listen to the full story. But as it is now, I don't think we actually need to stick with the tour in order to get the skill point. Like, I think we just need to be close enough that we actually get to witness them finishing up. And as long as none of the tourists died, it should all be fine. So while I'm in the neighbourhood, hopefully that tour's going to keep going on while I'm doing this. Hopefully, because then I'm managing my time effectively, and that's going to make me feel very good about myself. There we go. Oh wow, got that in one try. That is actually pretty cool. I was thinking it was going to take a lot longer than that. And wait, hang on a minute. You know what? I don't think that tour does go on while you're doing the electrolyzer puzzle. Or does it? Did they move whatsoever in the time that I was doing that? I don't completely know. I wasn't paying close enough attention. I mean, in fairness, I couldn't be like paying very much attention because I did have an electrolyzer puzzle to do, so I've got an excuse for that. Right, and there's a little zip line that will take us back to the ship. Pretty nice shortcut. And oh wow, we can actually get a really good look at what's going on down there. In which case, they seem to be moving quite quickly. So yeah, because of that, I'm actually thinking that maybe I should stick down there so that I can get this platinum bolt. Because I do seem to remember that this is there for you, and I want to get it while it's readily available, because otherwise I'll have to remember for a later date, and I don't trust my memory with stuff like that. Okay, come on, finish up. I'm pretty sure there shouldn't be too much more of this to go. And I do like how the whole tour is automated, so the tourists don't actually notice that all the robots have... the rockets... No, the tourists are the robots. I like how they don't notice that the rockets are gone if you have destroyed them. And just then I noticed that one of the tourists was about to walk off the bridge. If that had killed him and I'd have lost out on this skill point, I would have been furious. Right, okay. Yep, there it is. I got my skill point. Now I believe that Fizzwidget goes in here. Aha! There it is. You just got to stick behind him closely. And then he will teleport elsewhere and we get a platinum bolt. So there we go. That's a weight off my mind. No more dealing with slow tours. That's very nice. So now that that's done, we can continue with the story properly. Although with that said, I seem to remember that there is actually another area besides the main story progression spot, if that's even the right thing to call it. Yeah, there's one area that progresses the story, and another that... Actually, I don't need to refill on ammo, do I? Oh, wait, what the hell? Holy crap! What? Hang on. Is that the rocket from earlier? Is it? Is it like if you destroy that rocket that actually blasts off into space, it will reappear here? I don't think I ever noticed that when I was a kid. That's awesome. I like that. That's a clever detail. Oh, well, anyway, on that bombshell, as I was saying, this area should have a couple of extras in it. I think we'll find one platinum bolt in here and 2 extra items. Although one of them I don't think is readily available right now, so... Yeah, we won't be making all the progress that we can in here, but it's okay, it's better than nothing. And after we've finished in this area, then we can move on and actually get around to... oh wait, I already have the tractor beam. There we go. And after we've done in here, then we can get on to actually getting on with the story. Now, I believe that the way this works, these little walls here, yeah, they're actually dangerous, so you want to watch out for that. You want to use the tractor beam to block those walls off. It's a pretty nice way to mix up the gameplay a bit, because we haven't really seen much of the tractor beam recently, so that's pretty cool. And actually, now that I think about it, I believe that this big block thing right here, this is going to lead us to a secret area where we can get one of those fancy items. Although it won't be available to us just yet, but I do want to kind of show it while it's fresh in my mind, and we can actually get the item later. If I can actually get up here. Okay, I took a bit of damage, but that's not too bad. Right, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, what? I'm doing this horribly. Wait a minute. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't need to leave the blocks in those specific areas. As long as I've moved them both past... sorry. If I've moved them both past the, radiation walls or the shock walls, whatever you want to call them, then... Yeah, there you go. So now this can actually get closer to the ledge and it's going to be a lot easier. There we go. That's how you manage it, for God's sake. Right, that's much better. Now, if I recall this cutscene that's coming up here, yeah, this is the spot. This is actually pretty funny, I remember. And whoa, forgot about this guy. Okay, apparently in this area there will be a security death bot that we saw in the cutscene that introduced this planet. So it's nice to see that they... are playing a big role. Just wish it wasn't here because I wasn't expecting it. Anyway, let's see what this guy's up to.
Quality control on super electro gadget. Hammer of power detecting no defects. Ratchet of velvet. I knew this day would come. Draw your last enemy mine, or I smite you in the name of Captain Cowork.
Oh, I love this dude.
Sweet death. We meet. Nobly, I fall on the field of battle. Finish me, love!
He's really getting into it.
Wait, you shamed the greatest superhero who ever lived.
No, he was a backstabbing arsehole.
What do you want from us, sir?
Ooh, how about some cool quark stuff from your galaxy? Ready for this armor magnetizer?
I believe that device is designed to attract balls.
Ka-ching. So yeah, we're going to need a Captain Quark collectible here in order to impress Super Nerd, the world's greatest Captain Quark fan. Yeah, I like that dude. And right here we have another Platinum Bolt. Wait, why was there no cutscene? Was that supposed to happen? I just walked in there. There's a Platinum Bolt right there for you, which is very easy to find, to be honest. And there was no special cutscene of Ratchet picking it up. It's just, oh, there you go. It's just there. Okay, fair enough. I suppose that's less seconds out of my life spent on Platinum Bolts, which is good news because I've already made my piece known on the handling of the Platinum Bolts in this game. Yeah, we don't need to go into that territory again. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, we need a Captain Quark collectible to get more bolts, and that's going to be awesome. But we won't be able to do that for quite a while, I don't think. Like, I think we've got at least a few more levels to go. And right here, this is pretty cool. We have these rocket bombs right there. So you want to use the tractor beam to actually put those in place, and then they will explode. And it's pretty awesome. Although I do remember that it's a wee bit tedious, like getting all this done. Although right here, no rocket bombs anymore. I believe that this should lead us to another Platinum Bolt. I seem to remember distinctly. So yeah, 3 Platinum Bolts in one video, assuming that I'm right about this, which I really hope I am. And you, crazy robot guard, out of the way please, I've got business to take care of. Yeah, I seem to remember that there should be a Platinum Bolt just up here. Wait a minute, there's a force field. But there is a Platinum Bolt in there. And it hurts, so I don't want to go any further. How do I do it? Oh wait, hang on a minute. My memory's jogging itself. I seem to remember that this is another job for the Spider-Bot glove. I think, for some reason, I seem to remember dropping a Spider-Bot down here and there being like some kind of hole that we need to go into. Oh, that looks it. That looks like it, sorry. That looks like the guilty suspect. Now this should take us to a button or something that we can activate that will lead us to the Platinum Bolt. And oh, that's a cool looking button right there. Okay, there we go. We got it sorted. Yeah, I wasn't expecting there to be 3 Platinum Bolts in this video. Not to mention 2 skill points as well. And still no cutscene. That's surprising. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad that there's less time being taken out of my life. That's good. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I really wasn't expecting there to be so many more Platinum Bolts and skill points in this video. Like, I know I said at the start we could be getting some more Platinum Bolts and skill points and stuff, because I distinctly remember that there was going to be those 2 skill points at the start and that Platinum Bolt where Fizzwidget robot was. But I didn't realise that this level was so abundant in collectibles. Like, I wasn't expecting that. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I guess we could kind of call this a clean-up episode and a half. Like, sort of, because we are hopefully going to be making story progress, but at the same time, we got some cool stuff on the side. And that's awesome. I'm very happy with that. So anyway, I don't think there's much more of this area to go, so hopefully we should be making some proper story progress in the near future. Although we do clearly have a few more of these rocket bombs that we need to deal with, like these rocket bomb puzzles. Don't know why the word rocket suddenly wasn't in my vocabulary. I had no idea what to say. And I believe that these won't actually explode until they've all been properly armed in the correct places. There we go. Now we watch the fireworks. There we go. Alright, now I don't remember exactly how many more of those puzzles there are. I think there's... Oh, I remember this. This is a cool one. We want to put... It's instant death. I forgot about that. Oh, thank goodness for continue points. Okay, yeah, this is pretty cool, but it's also quite tricky on account of the instant death. Because we want to... Careful. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. I just remembered. Oh, it's not instant death. I was just low on health. Can we actually get on top of that big block and like hang on to the edge so that we can stay out of the way of the lasers? I don't remember. Or actually, now that I think about it, I think the optimal strategy is just to run at full speed. Like, don't try to take it slow. Like, the second that block starts moving, just go for it. Just go full speed. I'm pretty sure is the only... Wait, what the hell? Oh, the laser's deactivated because I technically got to the end on that last life. Okay, fair enough, I'll take it. That's a lot less effort. There you go. You don't even need to get to the end properly. You can just... screw up, but if you get far enough, then they couldn't care less. Sorted. Alright, okay. There's a bunch of sheep in this place, actually, I've only just noticed. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty big hint as to what's coming up. Very famous weapon from the Ratchet & Clank series, and one of the fan favourites, it would seem. Well, one of the characters seems to like it at least, as revealed in the Ratchet & Clank movie. I don't know, I quite like the Ratchet & Clank movie. You know, the one that came out in April this year, I think it was. I gotta say now, that movie had a very limited release. Like, it was in cinemas for like 1 week and then it just disappeared. Which probably explains why it bombed so horribly at the box office. Because, like, the release was so limited and I guess nobody really knew about it. Because I didn't really see that much advertising for it, to be honest. I mean, I was gonna see it anyway because I was a huge fan of the games. Yeah, I had fun with the movie, but I will say now, if you're not a Ratchet & Clank fan, like you've never played the games, you will hate it, I can assure you. Like, it was very much made with fans in mind, I guess I'm trying to say. Other than, again, maybe the rest of the fans didn't like it. I don't know. Either way, oh, nanotech increase, that's pretty nice, I'll take that. Wait, hang on a minute. I just noticed there's a couple of those conveyor belts just on the ceiling. Well, not on the ceiling, like just below the ceiling. Is there anything up there? And I'd really like to actually focus and take a look at those conveyor belts up there, but the bloody robot guards won't leave me the hell alone. Oh, crap, crap, crap. That was another one. That was another one. I thought they were all gone in this area. I wasn't expecting that. Right, okay, is that it? Is that it? I see that green teleporter on the floor right there. I think that's it. And I'm guessing that there is nothing up on those conveyor belts. I'm going to hope there's not, because I want to get out of this place. Right, here we go. Brand new weapon. We've got some really nice ambient sheep sound effects in the background. There we go, the Sheepinator. Basically, you point this at an enemy, and if you shoot them for long enough without getting hurt, then they will turn into sheep. Just like that, and it's awesome. Brilliant little weapon. Although I will say now, it does largely depend on how weak an enemy is. Like, if it's a tiny enemy like the squirrels that you can kill with, like, 2 wrench swings, then, yeah, it's not going to be too much trouble to turn them into a sheep. But, if it's, like, a large enemy like those security death bots, yeah, it's going to take, like, 20 seconds of solid shooting. And, yeah, you're very likely to get hit in that time, so that's no fun. Although I think that the... sheep transformation progress time thing. I think that it does take less effort after you've already damaged an enemy a bit. I think. I'm going to hope so, because I'd like to get some use out of this. It's a brilliant little weapon. And wouldn't you know it, there's some more sheep and a security death bot just behind that gate. So maybe we'll get our wish. Maybe we get to use the Sheepinator and put it into action, really show it off. But I reckon we'll do that in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.